For the last 2 months, I've been traveling around China the way most foreigners do, taking trains or flying to get from city to city. But a lot of people say you miss the real, authentic parts of China if you don't go through the countryside. So in this video, I decided to rent a car and drive 560 miles through one of China's most beautiful provinces, Yunnan. And our trusty steed for the ride is the Audi Q6L, a special China-exclusive electric vehicle. And you could actually tell electric vehicles in China by the license plate. Electric vehicles are gonna have this green license plate, and regular gasoline cars have a blue license plate. First impressions of this car, it's kind of an information overload. There's multiple screens. We actually had to change the language from Chinese to English, which I'm glad we did. It's 75% charged, so we've got 487 kilometers. So we're definitely gonna have to charge, hopefully towards the beginning of the trip, so we don't have to do it later. Not only is this video going to be about the drive through China, but we're also gonna see what the electric vehicle infrastructure is like in China and if it's really feasible to do a long road trip in an EV. All right, let's set our destination to Kunming then.
We don't have service in the basement.
All right.
So let's get outside and do it.
Gotta find the exit. Oh, okay, I see it. This is actually my first time really driving an electric car. So, I don't know.
But you've tried the Tesla before.
I've tried the Tesla, but
not on a road trip.
Not on a long road trip, yeah.
How does it compare to a Tesla?
I think it's actually easier to drive than a Tesla. But maybe that's just because the Tesla was my first electric car. We parked our car in this parking garage overnight, actually. So I'm very curious to see how much overnight parking costs in China.
I think it's 25 yuan.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
So I just scan the QR code? Yeah, 25. And we're out! Yay! Okay.
Watch out for this guy with this.
Huge excavator. All right, off to Kunming we go. So we're starting off in Chongqing, the cyberpunk city, and the views today are absolutely incredible. We're driving along one of the main rivers here, and it's just like a sunny, perfect day for a drive. Something kind of weird about driving in China is that they've got these cameras everywhere that flash you. It makes you feel like you got caught doing something. You're like, ah! And at night, like the flash is so bright, it can be blinding.
But I think people here get used to it.
Yeah, you have to get used to it.
They don't even flinch.
Yeah. They just take pictures of every single car.
And then they check for like fines or whatever. Like.
Oh, they check for fines after?
Yeah, after the picture is taken, yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you're speeding or if you're not wearing your seatbelt,
you will get the fine. Yeah.
Makes sense. A lot of Chinese cars have like things written or drawn on the display, either on the headlights or just the back of the car. And this is the first time I've seen this one. Heart AI Heart.
And a lot of people in China get these custom stickers on their cars, which looks super cute.
Yeah. On a trip like this, where I need to be connected to the internet to navigate through hundreds of miles of rural Chinese villages and download the EV charging apps to recharge the car, the most important thing I needed to make sure I had before I started this drive was an eSIM. For this trip, I used UBG. I needed to be reliably connected to make sure we didn't get lost or run into trouble communicating with the police at the checkpoints. In today's metaverse of eSIM providers, what sets UBG apart is that they have some of the most stable connectivity and widespread coverage out there. Awarded fastest eSIM by Travel eSIM Expert and best connection quality by Alertify, UBG works with multiple carriers to combine their coverage in a majority of destinations so you get fewer dead zones. Pretty impressive. I didn't even know that was possible. With UBG, you're instantly connected in over 200 different destinations the minute you land, as long as you make sure to activate your eSIM and set your UBG eSIM to be the source of your mobile data. All you have to do is download the UBG app on your app store, pick your destination, and choose a plan that fits your trip. You can even get a regional data plan like the one I'm using right now called Best Asia, which covers you all the way from India to China. South Korea, and Japan, and even Southeast Asian countries like Indonesia. UBG's regional plans are super convenient if you're hopping around multiple countries on a Europe trip or Asia trip. It's also the only eSIM you can top up without any Wi-Fi or internet connection. So if you're not paying attention to how much data you have left, like this guy, and you find yourself in a place like this, with UBG you'd have nothing to worry about. Click the link in the description and use my promo code 20camels to get 10% off your next eSIM data plan with UBG. We must be going through some mountains.
Of course, since it's Chongqing.
Yeah, Chongqing is surrounded by mountains, so it makes sense as we're getting out of the city here. But we just went through a tunnel that was like, I don't know, 5 minutes long. It's crazy.
I think we're gonna have to go through tunnels.
Probably throughout the whole trip. Because I
Yeah.
think the terrain of the area we're going to be driving through is also going to be mountainous. And in a lot of Asian countries, the way they deal with mountains is not
Twisty,
switchbacks.
turny,
Yeah, it's not switchback roads, but it's just going straight through the mountain via a tunnel.
Here's another one coming. This thing shows you.
Oh.
And it also shows you like the cars around, which is nice.
Yeah, that's like a Tesla. That's like a Tesla feature. Very similar.
It uses LiDAR sensors to detect like
Oh.
what kind of vehicle there is in front of you and around you. Yeah.
Yeah, because it can detect small size cars, larger cars, trucks, SUVs. And it's really impressive that here on the highway, we just got this new feature where it tells you exactly which lane you're in, which is kind of crazy. It knows. And I've got this screen display.
Oh, the heads-up display, we can see it from over here, but
So basically it projects the speed limit, how fast you're going, and a little bit of the navigation. Also, when the speed limit changes, the new speed limit comes and like knocks the old speed limit out of the way, which is kind of cool. And then also, if you're drifting out of your lane slightly,
yeah, it has lane assist.
it has lane assist, so it
Yeah.
automatically, the wheel will kind of move a little bit to adjust you back, you know, more centered in the lane. It's a little overwhelming. There's a lot of features, but
Yeah,
I feel
especially
like
having to look at 3 screens at the same time.
3 screens, yeah.
Overwhelming.
But I feel like once I get used to it, maybe I can block out a little bit of the noise and it'll be easier.
So we had this thing that said ETC on it, and now we saw the toll station, it has ETC on it. So I'm wondering if this is like the badge that allows you to go through the toll stations without having to stop and pay. And,
Figure that out.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know, we'll see, because
we're gonna have to try it. Yeah.
we're coming up on it right now. ETC.
Which way?
Let's see. They didn't tell us anything about this when we rented the car, so okay.
Yep.
All right. Good.
It beeped and the thing opened.
Yep. We're good. I wish they had told us about this though.
But it's nice of the rental company though to provide us with a
It is,
toll
yeah.
thing.
It is nice. It's probably the first time I've rented a car in a country and like that country thought about, you know, just like giving you a free pass through all the tolls.
yeah.
Like I've never rented a car before where it had an automatic toll thing in it. It's nice. And a lot of you might be wondering how easy it is to read the signs here in China. Well, as you can see, everything's translated into English. At least all the really important information, all the city names, the major roadways. So as long as you have good navigation, which thankfully was built into this car, it's not that bad.
Also, when we got our driver's licenses, they gave us these little booklets of like road rules or traffic rules that I didn't read. She did read most of it.
Yeah, I read most of the booklet, and
Are the rules different?
the rules are pretty similar to the US. And actually, that's what people have told us, that the roadways in China were actually built based off of the US roadways.
Okay.
So the system is kind of mirrors that of the US.
For me, it's a bit different because like in Tunisia, we use the French/European system, and yeah, we don't turn right on red.
You don't?
No.
Oh.
Red is red. Red, you stop.
Red. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe it'll be easier for me to drive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm more familiar with this setup. But yeah, the roads have been pretty smooth so far. People haven't really been driving that crazy. I've been driving pretty slowly, and I was a little bit worried that people might get impatient with me. But everybody's been pretty chill on the road actually, so it's been nice.
And the scenery has been really beautiful over here.
Yeah.
It's all green.
If this is just the beginning, I can't wait for the rest of the drive. I feel like it's only gonna get more beautiful from here.
We've been told that Yunnan is one of the most beautiful provinces of China.
Yeah.
We're excited.
We're excited. Alright, so before we get too deep onto this highway, we're gonna stop at a place and charge up the car. So thankfully, the car actually shows us where the nearest stations are. So we've got our eye on this one 15 minutes away, and I'm very curious to see what the experience is gonna be like.
And it shows you what amenities they have at the service station. So this one has electric car charging, food, bathrooms, and some kind of shopping thing.
Maybe
I
there's
don't
like a
know.
mall, or maybe they just mean the fact that like there's a convenience store.
Probably, yeah.
That's really convenient actually, that the car itself tells you where you can charge it.
Yeah.
And I'll also be curious to see if the charging stations are their own gas stations or if they're just a separate part of like a regular gas station that has gas.
Yeah, that's also something interesting, yeah. All right, so we're pulling into this station now.
You worked hard all the way. Welcome to the service area. That's what the sign said. All right. So now we just have to figure
I think
out.
over there.
Over here.
Yeah. You can see the sign.
Look, these people have got their car charging and they're just chilling, waiting for it.
I think we
You know
should, yeah.
Let me back up.
I was thinking we should like actually put it backwards.
Really?
Because it has the charging things on the rear quarter panels, but that car has it in the fender.
Oh, okay. And it has parking assist, which is super nice.
It has all kinds of assists.
Yeah.
It's 360 camera. Also parks itself. So,
It parks itself,
Yeah.
too. Wow. All right.
let's figure out the charging.
Let's check this out. So, we've got the place where we're going to
We
plug
got
in the
two,
charger.
actually.
Here. We have two?
Yeah.
One on this side, one on the other side?
Yeah, this one is a DC, and the other side is AC. And our station is DC.
How do you know?
On the map, it's a DC.
It said DC. Okay, so we got to go on this side then.
Yeah. So you park, you take the thing, you put it in the car, and then I don't know what you tap. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out.
I think they mean you scan the QR code.
Okay, because it also has a card.
Yeah, or you can tap your card here. But it's really nice how they give you like the step-by-step guide about how to charge. We parked, we did step 1. Step 2 is to pull out the charger. And I like how they made it look like a regular gas pump.
And it's heavy, yeah?
It is heavy, especially with the cord and everything. All right, so I just pulled this out, put it in here, it's locked in, and now what?
Now
we
you scan the QR code, it gives you a QR code, yeah.
Okay, so I scanned it, and I have no idea what this says, but I'm just gonna agree, as I always do.
No, I think you can continue as a guest. It's just... no,
I think you have to log in, yeah. Okay, we'll try with my American number, and if it doesn't work, then we'll try the Chinese number. Okay, it worked, great. So let's translate this. Charge, blah, blah, blah. I think I have to add the license plate number. So I have to select a model. I feel like the second time we do this, it's gonna be a lot faster, but because this is our first time,
Yeah.
it's kind of annoying. Okay, Audi.
Audi. Q6L, e-tron. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. And I don't know why they need to know this.
I don't know.
I don't know which edition it is, so let's just select a random one. And we even have to put the province of the license plate. So we have to match this Chinese character to one of these. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
It's this one, right? Okay, and then put in the license plate number. All right, so the next step is we have to prepay a certain amount. So I'm gonna put in 50 yuan. This is some kind of safety fee that you can add.
I think you don't need protection, right?
No, I don't need protection.
Give up security,
Give up
ordinary
security.
charging, single charge.
As with all things in China, it's super exhausting. There's way too many things you have to
Screens.
go through. Yeah. The available balance was insufficient. So does this mean I have to start all over again?
Yeah.
This is so annoying.
Should we load 100 yuan?
Okay.
Your face.
Okay, Face ID.
I don't know what this is.
Some kind of loading screen.
Is it charging?
No, I think the machine is supposed to make some kind of noise if it charges.
Successful charging has started.
Oh, okay.
Keep the app open. They wanted us to keep the app open.
I don't know what's happening now. There's some kind of error screen and it's not letting us charge. Gotta figure this out. Should I just try this one more time?
Yeah. Okay, this one worked. So I guess the problem was the other machine.
Okay, thank God. I was starting to get really worried that we weren't gonna figure out how to charge the car or that we were gonna need help or gonna have to call somebody or something. But we just had the unfortunate luck of picking the one machine out of these 4 that doesn't work. So I guess this is how charged the car is.
Yeah.
61% and a bunch of other informations. All right, well, while this thing is charging, let's do a little tour of the Chinese gas station. Let's see, charging information, charging capacity, charging power, charging time, remaining time.
0.
It does not tell us how long it's gonna take. This is fee information.
So it's roughly using 1 yuan almost per 1% of charge.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cheap. Even on the app, it doesn't even tell me how long it's gonna take. But it's nice that they have it on the app so that you can go out, do things, and keep track of how
charged you are.
Yeah, how charged you are.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do a little tour of the gas station. As of right now, I don't really see a regular gas pump anywhere.
There is one.
Oh, is there one
all
over
the way
there?
over there, in red. Yeah.
It feels like the electric cars are kind of getting priority.
Oh, this is also a Chinese car brand, Li.
Oh.
So they have their own stations.
So do you think these stations only work for Lees then?
No, probably not. They probably work for all models.
Let's see this car that's plugged into one. See if it's a Lee or not.
No, it's a BYD, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
They have Tesla chargers too. This is like more Tesla chargers than you'd see in the US in some random village or outskirt town. And this is the gas station convenience store. It's very bright, colorful.
All right, let's go in.
All right, the first thing I saw when I walked in was like this, I don't even know what this is. If you can win these things or just buy them.
I think you buy them. I don't know. Ah, yeah, you win them.
Do you have to play to win them?
Yeah.
They come in like eggs, these big eggs. So this would be good for kids, I think. Very random thing. Super China. They've got some very Chinese looking snacks here.
Are they jerkies or?
They look like jerky, yeah. But kind of different than like the Chongqing jerky.
Yeah.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
They've got like, what is this, a whole duck? And they've got some feet over here. Look at this. Look like claws. And duck heads too in the back.
Should we get some snacks?
Yeah. This is one of Razi and my favorite snacks here in China. These are like baked potato chips. They're pretty good. And the packaging is interesting. It's like kind of a square. Of course, they've got tons of pandas and panda themed items like this fan. The layout of the convenience store is pretty much like a US convenience store in a gas station. I'm also gonna get these non-jelly bean jelly beans. They look like jelly beans, but they're not branded with jelly bean anywhere. So I think they're imitation jelly beans, Chinese jelly beans.
Oh.
We'll see if they're good.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Chongqing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The price for all of our road trip snacks was 38 yuan, which is between 5 and 6 USD. Not bad. And they also have like some restaurants or just like hot food areas where you can pick up some more substantial food if you're more hungry. They look pretty good, actually. And these are the gas station bathrooms, which actually look pretty nice, so I'm excited to use them. Be right back.
All right, so I just got back in the car and it's shown 40 minutes till charge. So I don't know whether the charger that we picked is slow or what, but yeah, we're at 86%, 40 more minutes.
Wow, the bathroom was super nice, actually, really clean. They even had lights above each of the stalls, and they were either green or red. So if the stall was occupied, it was red, and if it was free, it was green. And even though most of the stalls were squat toilets, floor toilets, which I don't always love here in China, they were clean for the most part. It was well taken care of. Sink was really nice. And it was just, I don't know, it was just very relaxing. They had like some kind of Chinese music playing. It was overall a really nice experience. And then walking out of the bathroom area, they even had some sinks for people to fill up water or like clean dishes or whatever. So.
And we're done charging.
We're done charging?
Yeah, it charged up to 90%.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. And it stopped charging after 90%, so.
Oh, it stopped charging after 90%. Why is that?
Probably safety.
Oh, okay.
Or like conserving the battery's life or something.
Yeah, probably battery
So let's
conservation.
check it out.
All right. So how long was it charging in total to go from like 61% to 90%? Does it say the amount of time?
We started at 11:41. We finished at 12:07.
So like 26 minutes.
12:08.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it says 26 minutes up here.
Oh yeah, 26 and a half minutes. This is the amount that is charged now, 90%.
And this says it's unlocked, so you can just take it out.
And how much did it charge us? Is this the final amount?
Let me see.
54 yuan.
I think, yeah.
So that's like $8, 8 USD.
I think so, yeah.
So $8 and 26 minutes for 30% charge. It's pretty good. Charging is relatively fast, and I don't know, it gives you time to take care of other things that maybe normally you would have rushed through or skipped, like going to the bathroom or eating or whatever. So it's pretty comfortable. All in all, I would say EVs aren't so bad.
Yeah.
And it's very doable here in China. As long as you have the infrastructure, it's very doable to drive an EV, even long distances. I mean, we haven't done the whole drive yet, but that's just kind of the feeling that I'm getting now. So, our new range, we've got 90% charge here on the dashboard and 381 kilometers. So we will have to charge again.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
with the AC on.
And that's, yeah, with the AC on and everything like that. So, let's keep going. Let's see what adventures lie ahead. At the far corner of the gas station here, they actually have the gas the gas station part. I kind of expected it to be at the front of the gas station, but the fact that it's all the way back here, take a look at it. This is the old school decrepit now gas station
That nobody's using.
that nobody's using. Not a single car. Crazy.
But I'm thinking maybe this used to exist before the other one.
Yeah.
And then when they expanded like
closer to the
closer
front.
to the, yeah.
They didn't expand that way, they expanded this way.
Yeah.
That's true. Seems like that's what happened.
Thank you for your welcome. All right, so let's try the jelly beans.
Okay. Bootleg jelly beans. You can tell it's not exactly the same formula that Jelly Bean uses. They're not quite as sweet, and the exterior, like sugary part, is a little bit different, but they're still good. They have a different sweetness to them though.
These are more fruity, kinda.
Yeah. Like the green one that I just grabbed, I think it's lime flavored.
Yeah, I had the same.
It's a different candy.
But I like it.
But it's good,
It's good,
yeah. And I think it's funny that it comes in like a
bottle.
almost an alcohol looking bottle. You know those like small versions of vodka or like whiskey or whatever? Kind of looks like it's coming in one of those. Creative packaging, I guess. Ghazi and I just switched places, and he discovered some cool features on the car that I did not.
So now it's self-driving.
You can see his hands are on his lap.
Yeah, but sometimes it will tell you to take over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, please take over, it says.
Very polite.
But let's wait for this truck and I'll show you how it switches lanes on its own too.
Okay. But how do you tell it to switch lanes?
Just use the indicator. See, it asked me to take over. It usually asks you to take over bends, I think. So, after this guy... Look.
So he's switching lanes and he's not even touching the wheel. Cars these days, they've changed. You know, there's so many things in China that really make me feel like somebody who hasn't seen the world, doesn't really know much about technology. They're just on a completely different level. And it really highlights to me how advanced they are compared to the US, you know, because this technology like this, it's more like exclusive to wealthier people because the cars are so expensive. But here in China, cars like this just aren't as expensive. It's very interesting how like your average Chinese person could have a super nice car, very technologically advanced car. And in the US, we all still drive gas guzzlers. Hardly anybody drives EVs unless you're in California. Noise they could have possibly put in a confined space like a tunnel. Like, why a super loud police siren? Makes you feel like, again, like you did something wrong, or I don't know, there's some emergency or something's gonna happen. Like, it's scary.
And they use the blue and red lights here in China for a lot of the signaling.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily police. I don't know if they want you to think there's police around or to just scare you or what, but it's effective, definitely effective at scaring people, at least us, right?
Yeah.
Freaked me out the first time. I was like, oh my God, what should I do? I was like, is there an emergency vehicle somewhere in the tunnel? Like, is there an ambulance or something I should be looking out for right now? Or like, are the police following me?
Here's more of the lights that don't signal anything pretty much.
Here's some lights on the highway that are just there, like flashing red and blue all the time. I don't know what the purpose is. Maybe if some of you know, you could let us know in the comments. That would be great, because it just seems kind of excessive.
I think they're like, you know the reflective arrows that we have on the highway where it bends?
Yeah.
I think they replaced those.
You think they're just telling people to watch out,
for
to
the
be
curve,
cautious?
yeah.
I feel like the views just keep getting better and better
Yeah.
the longer we drive. Now the landscape's gotten a bit more foresty. There's tons of pine trees everywhere, mountains, and it really reminds me of like Wyoming, Colorado, kind of the western United States. It's almost exactly the same, except it's China. And there's no cowboys here. Wow.
Look at these mountains.
Look at these mountains, you guys. So we just went through our first police check of the trip, 4 hours in, and it was a little stressful. They had us roll down the windows to check what was in the car, but they didn't really look through Ghazi's documents as a driver. They didn't even check his most recent entry into China, like the stamp in his passport.
Yeah, they just checked that the name on the license matched the name on the passport.
Yeah.
And then they asked for the car's documents, and that was quick.
They also asked us where we were going. And then when we said we were going to Kunming, the officer was like, okay, like, all right. And then they just let us go through. But I thought we were going to run into more trouble. I'm happy we didn't. I was also expecting there to be more police checks on the highway, weren't you?
Yeah.
I was expecting one like every couple hours or every hour and a half. Kind of surprised that they're so infrequent, but I mean, I'm happy. I don't love police checks. Anyway, I think we might have run into a police check because we just crossed out of the Sichuan province into the Yunnan province. So there's probably going to be at least 2 more police checks. We'll have to see. We'll keep you guys posted. All right, we got ourselves down to 30-something% charge on the car. So we decided to stop for another charging session. And this time the machine is slightly different. So it looks like we have to figure out an entirely new system. Yay. So excited. Locked and loaded. Let's hope it's long enough. It's a bit of a stretch, honestly. Okay.
Okay.
All right, we heard the bang. Let's translate this. See what's going on. All right, so I managed to log in with my Chinese phone number, and they give me the breakdown of how much it costs per degree of charge. So it's 1.29 yuan. And they give you like rest assured, whatever security that you can add on, just like the last one. And then I'm gonna do the prepaid fee. I'll pay 100 yuan. Enter your license plate number.
You could even use a picture of this.
Yeah, I just saw that. Look, the green light is flashing now. I guess that means it's charging.
It's verifying.
Let's see. Charge is being started. I really wish they could just have one standardized company that maintained all of the charging stations throughout the country, because having to log in every time we go to a new part of China is super annoying. Especially with the phone numbers, and because I've also got another SIM card, an eSIM with a VPN to get past the Great Firewall, and my US line. So I can only have 2 lines going at once, so I have to turn off one of the lines in order to switch between the VPN, eSIM, and the Chinese SIM card. It's just exhausting, honestly. Startup charging failed.
Why?
Timeout waiting for receiving BRM message on vehicle side.
Okay, gotta unplug it and plug it back in. Ugh, it's heavy.
I know.
And it doesn't pull any further, right? No.
It says wait 2 minutes before plugging it back in.
Should we move the car to the next one?
Yeah. But look at these guys. Just pros. No problems.
Yeah, they got it set up in a few seconds and they went.
They pulled in after us. And they're already going. China is definitely not for beginners.
All right, second try.
It's preparing to charge.
The machines are making some noises.
Yay!
And charging.
It's working.
All right, 17 minutes. It's way faster than the other one.
I was actually just texting our Chinese friend from Chongqing, and he said it's pretty common for charging stations to be faulty, like the one we encountered at the first station. It's annoying to like have to switch and then wonder what the problem is, especially if you're not used to the system, like we aren't. Look at this. The sign for the women's bathroom here in this part of China has some other language that is translated into.
Even
And
the
I think-
men's
Yeah.
and the cleaning room over here. That's interesting.
I think it must be the local language here, because every part of China also has a local language in addition to the fact that they speak Mandarin. So I'm assuming this must be the Yunnan language, which is pretty cool.
But these are in English.
Yeah, it's funny that the bathrooms aren't translated into English, but the wheelchair accessible bathroom is. All right, 1 hour and 5 minutes later, we finally charged to 98%. Even though it took a bit longer this time, I feel like it's worth it because now we can go for a bit longer without having to stop. And if we do stop, we can just stop for a little bit and charge it up a smaller amount, like not do a full charge. And we'll get to Kunming. But yeah, took a while this time.
The thing is that when it got to like higher percentages of charge, I think starting from 80%, it really got super slow. It was charging at like 20 kilowatts per hour. Yeah, probably safety measure.
So the landscape has changed once again. Now we've got these tall rocky mountains, we've got these beautiful terraced hills, Tons of agriculture and beautiful houses, traditional houses next to the mountains, and some even carved into the mountains. Really cool. And it also feels to be like a bit more cultural in a way. All the signs are translated into that Yunnan language, like all the road signs. We've also noticed some interesting structures on the side of the road that look very traditional. They're carved out of stone or marble or something like that. We think they're gravestones. Maybe they're really old, or maybe they still make them like that today. But they're very, very cultural. I haven't seen them anywhere else in China. Super interesting. We just went through our second police stop of the trip, about 6, 7 hours in. And this time they were more interested in seeing our passports, and both of our passports. And that's pretty much it. They didn't ask for any documents from the car. They didn't need to see our driver's licenses. They just wanted to know where we were from. And that was the only question they asked. And then they let us go. So I would say this one was even easier than the last one. And we're not sure if there's going to be, but I feel like there's a 50-50 chance there might be one right before we get into the city, because it is the capital of the Yunnan province. So there's a slight chance that there could be one more, but we might be done with them. All right, so the sun is pretty much set. We're about 3 hours away from our final destination, and the car has gone into night mode with some really cool green lights.
They're green because we're in efficiency mode.
Oh, okay. And I love how the display updated to the fact that it's like sunset time with a little sunset in the background. And yeah, the green runs all along. It's really nice, honestly. And they have it in the back seats too. And while we're on the topic of the car, I realized I forgot to tell you guys some important information. So we rented this car for 3 days, and the total price was 1,400 yuan, which is about 200 USD. Renting it was not an easy process. If you want to know about how to get a driver's license here in China as a foreigner and what the process of renting a car is like, I'll make a video on my Patreon and my YouTube memberships that I'll put in the link here, as well as down in the description below. The ins and outs are a little bit boring unless you're actually planning on coming to China and renting a car and driving here. So I'll put that information again on my YouTube memberships or my Patreon for those of you who are interested in that. Thanks to UBG for sponsoring this video. Let us know if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to support what we do on this channel, you can donate to our Patreon up here or YouTube memberships down in the description below. And we'll see you in the next one.